What is up, everybody out there in HeroClix land? This, once again, is Scott Porter back for day number 3 of our HeroClix unboxing series for the new DC set Batman Team Up. Now, we have seen some crazy figures out of this set already. We've seen Batman, some of his allies, of course. Oh, we haven't seen Batman yet, but I'm pretty sure he's in the set. But we saw Superman, one of the Trinity. We saw some Batman villains in their traditional garb, but that were a part of a Batman and Scooby-Doo team-up movie. That's right, I did say Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is in the set. The whole Mystery Inc. club so far. We've seen Shaggy, we've seen Velma, and then, of course, we have Teen Titans Go. We've seen a lot of the Teen Titans Go-anized? Teen Titans Go-anized? Is that a thing? I just made it one. We saw Mossy Manos. We saw Red X, which is an awesome storyline for Robin in the Teen Titans OG series and is a really fun character in Teen Titans Go. We actually don't know who's behind the mask of Red X for a lot of the Teen Titans OG series. It could be Jason Todd. I was hoping he might have a Prime. We haven't seen any Primes yet. I'm not sure what would get a Prime in this set, quite frankly, so that's one of the big mysteries. Not sure what's going on there. We have gotten a super rare as far as figures go with Joe Mullane, the Green Lantern from Far Sector. We've also seen a bunch of super rare tabs on items, constructs, if you will. Seen a couple of fire hydrants, a chainsaw, a boot. Looks like the whole spectrum of the emotional energy spectrum of the universe is going to get representation in ththese constructs. I don't know how many we're going to get, but I think all 7 colors and all 7 Lantern Corps will be represented. There's been some hints as maybe we might start getting some Doom Patrol. That would be cool as a sub-theme. But really, it's Batman and it's Scooby-Doo and it's their adventures and it's their team-up movie. I'm seeing a lot of threads pulled from that. We saw Clayface, we saw Catwoman. I would bet money we're going to get the Riddler in this set. So, been a fun unboxing series so far. If you didn't see days 1 and 2, press pause, go back and watch them, and then come back here and join us. Today, we're going to open these 2 boosters, as well as the Play-at-Home kit with Shaggy in it. Not quite sure what they're going to do with the Play-at-Home kit with Shaggy in it, but, so far, the Mystery Inc. characters can kind of hold their own. A lot of support powers, some unexpected powers like Battle Fury on Velma for when she loses her glasses, as well as a shared kind of trait idea for everybody in Mystery Inc. that when one character does something, the rest of Mystery Inc. gets empowered in one way or another. So, a lot of fun so far. Can't wait to see what we pull today. The pre-release will happen sometime around December the 28th in your neck of the woods at your local comic shop or gaming store. And the official set release, I believe, is January the 11th. So get ready, save up all that Christmas card money, holiday card money, whatever you celebrate, whatever you get in the mail, make sure you sock it away for this particular set. All right, without further ado, gonna start opening here. Let's do this one. Let's see what we are going to get today. We've seen John Stewart on the outside of the box. I wonder what other lanterns we are going to get. Now I'm starting to think we're going to get representatives. Maybe we'll get 7 lanterns in this set. Maybe more because Joe and John are both Green Lanterns. But I would be hard-pressed to think that we do not get a Yellow Lantern in this set, a Red Lantern in this set, Larfleeze in this set, or some other orange, lantern or Avarice lantern owner from over the years. Ooh. Okay. I was thinking this is probably going to happen because we have constructs but no way to make them. Well, guess what? We do now. There are rings in this set. Yeah, some bubble wrap here. I'll set this to the side. But it is a ring. So there we go. Question asked and answered. And we've got a really cool booster here. We've seen Velma. So I'm going to set her to the side. Actually, make sure that we don't have multiple different versions of Velma. No, both set number 12. So safely can set her over here. Oh, I lost part of Wonder Woman's lasso. I think I was a little rough with her pulling her out there. But she still has her lasso of truth. Now, we saw in Future State, or we've seen over the past couple of years, a different Wonder Woman and a different Superman, a different Batman over the last little run of DC Comics. DC, y'all, can be very confusing. It can be very intimidating. I find it's best just to find a writer that you love or characters that you love, and then go and ask, what are the best stories to read for that character? Trying to pick up everything all at once and read about Wonder Woman, or everything all at once and read about the Lanterns, or read about Doom Patrol because we got Robot Man here, which is awesome. He's looking like he's in his Gerard Way, Young Animal imprint kind of get up here. That is also kind of used in the TV show. So that's really cool. That's really exciting. But if you try to read everything about all of these characters all at once, it is not going to help because there's been so many reboots, so many retcons, and we really just need to make sure as I pull these characters back and we look into these things, we got to double check to see which Wonder Woman we have and which version of Robot Man we're looking at here. We might just have catch-alls that just capture the essence of the characters, but it could be. So let's see. Oh, I didn't even notice. Fatality, super rare. We pulled another super rare. That's awesome. Sorry, I was going on my diatribe about how confusing everything can be at DC sometimes. With so many crises, so many reboots, so many rebirths, so many new 52s, so many single worlds, so many Earth Primes, so many all of those things. Now, I could be here to try and lead the way through some of them, but it might confuse you more than it would help. So if you love a character, ask around in the comic book community and say, what are some of the best stories that I should read? Because a lot of these stories are also standalone, taken out of continuity, told separately, kind of exist in their own universe. And as long as they capture the essence of the character correctly, I love reading them all. And we'll get to one of those crazy continuity messes of a team when we talk about Doom Patrol here in just a minute. But, all right, Velma, let's see. Let's look at Wonder Woman first, though. This is indeed Diana Prince. So the classic Trinity Wonder Woman. We've got Amazon, Batman Family, Gotham City, Justice League, Metropolis, Trinity, Deity, and Warrior. She has a rally die trait. Free, remove one of Wonder Woman's rally dice to heal a friendly character within range, 1 click. Okay, I gotta see how big her range is. Lasso of Truth, Giant Reach. 3, Quake. When Wonder Woman hits after resolutions, hit characters can't use damage powers until your next turn. She looks like a bit of a beat stick here, but actually, no, only 7 clicks long for this Wonder Woman. That's a bite-sized Wonder Woman. Let's see, 7 clicks long here. Has the Wonder Woman ally team ability and wild card. So of course, if you play her and Superman and Batman together, they can all share their team abilities with each other. They can be in stealth, they can see through stealth, and they get super duper senses. Or super senses unless they have super senses on their dial already. You see there on the back side of her dial, clicks 4 through 7, she already has super senses, so she gets to increase the result of her super senses roll by 1. So she succeeds on a 4 through 6 basically. So that's what I call super duper senses. But I was thinking maybe we might be getting, quite frankly, with this set, I was really surprised that we didn't get a Future State or Infinite, DC kind of set with more of the recent titles that have come out. I was really surprised that it was Batman Team Up and everything. So I was kind of geared up to expect different versions of these characters. I'm glad that we're getting classic versions of them. I really like that we're getting a very Trinity-esque version of Superman and Wonder Woman to play together. Really accessible figures, pretty great dials. I think they're really playable together. So very cool. Well done. Robot Man. Okay. Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is crazy. Doom Patrol, this looks like the Gerard Way, and if you want to talk about like really crazy, that Young Animal Gerard Way Doom Patrol run was insane with a character named Casey Brink. I wonder if we'll get her. Danny the Street became Danny the Ambulance and revealed himself to be Casey's father. But this is Robot Man here. We've got Doom Patrol and Robot. Set number 18. has a trait, for my friends, I am an unstoppable force. Willpower. When Robot Man uses it after resolutions, you may move him up to a number of squares equal to the result. Okay, great. So roll it. You get some free movement there. He's got charge on off dials. I'm not used to seeing a Robot Man in HeroClix form who doesn't have the same numbers all the way down each row of his dial, but there is some variance here. Some 11s, some 10s, some 11s in the attack row, 18s and 17s, some ups and downs. On the damage there, he's a damage dealing beast. Close combat expert there. I really, really, really suggest you go and read Gerard Way's Doom Patrol run. Listen, Doom Patrol came out, got canceled, got brought back. Grant Morrison's run is also very weird, like super mind-bending, kind of comic book fourth wall breaking stuff, and is considered a classic. But then Doom Patrol went away. And then it came back later. There was a whole John Byrne run in the early 2000s. That was wiped away. Is not a part of continuity anymore. You have seen some characters come in and out. But one very consistent character is Robot Man. I'm pretty sure he's the only character who has appeared in every single run of Doom Patrol. And Cliff is, his history is he was a race car driver, a bit of a daredevil. He ended up dying. There's a character named the Chief, Niles Calder, who was kind of seen as like, I don't know, the leader of the Doom Patrol. This guy who took all these cast-offs and gave them purpose. Negative Man, Elastigirl, Mento, and Robot Man being amongst them. Kind of found these broken people and said, I can fix you and I can make you better. And he was kind of their leader. And turns out that he's actually a really awful dude, that he caused all of their injuries and all that crap in the beginning. He ends up kind of being a villain. Big twist in the books. And so I wonder if we're going to get more Doom Patrol. But I think the real reason Doom Patrol is here is because back in the day, Beast Boy, before he was ever a Titan, was a member of the Doom Patrol. Beast Boy's origins are also crazy. He was bitten by some monkey over in Africa, and he had a disease that would kill everything except for like the West Nile green monkey or something like that. I might be making that species of monkey up. But his parents gave him this serum that would turn him into this monkey for 24 hours so that he could be healed up. And it actually turned his skin green for good, and he could change into all these mammals. His parents then die in a plane crash, and they weren't great people anyway. And he's found by Rita Farr, Elastigirl, and Mento, who are members of the Doom Patrol, and he's adopted by them. So he was a member of the Doom Patrol for a long time, but then the Doom Patrol was completely wiped out of existence, and he was alone again, and that's why Beast Boy ended up with the Titans. I think he took the name Changeling for a while, but I digress. That was, I think, why the Doom Patrol here is because of their ties to Beast Boy. The Gerard Way run, the recent Gerard Way run, is so fantastic. Robot Man, this card is a catch-all for him because this is definitely not just his Gerard Way look and that character, because in that run, he gets a new robot body that is self-repairing and advancing constantly, and he becomes this basically robot planet who is kind of now focused on the wiping out of the rest of the biological organisms in the world, because he's trying to protect his friends and he sees everything as a threat, and he just keeps on improving, and the robot side of him takes over and the Clifford Steele side of him kind of falls away. So this card doesn't represent that, I don't believe, but still, Gerard Way challenges everything in comic books. All of these big massive crossovers, all of these things that are wiping away old continuity to establish new, safer continuity, to try and make things easier to read, which are now just making things more convoluted for comic book fans. Anybody who's coming to try and read comic books now has such hurdles to get in, and Gerard Way kind of addresses all of that. He does a lot of fourth wall breaking. Casey Brink is a character that was made up in a comic book by Danny the Street, who became Danny the Ambulance, and uses her to get the Doom Patrol back together. They end up going to a universe where it's the Milk universe, Milkman Man is basically Superman, and they're just trying to feed everybody this milk that gets everybody to do what society wants them to do and keep everybody kind of brainwashed and mind controlled and everything like real simple and even, but it's wiping out all of existence basically. It's called The Milk Wars. And I know this is crazy, but you gotta go read it. If you love comic books and you consider characters' history to be all great and should be all be considered, and kind of all of their continuity should be considered and taken into account instead of everything just being wiped away with massive brushstrokes of some of your favorite comic book characters, then read that story, because that's what it addresses, and it's so very, very good. So cool to see Robot Man in this form. He also kind of looks like that in the TV show. So this set is just taking all different kinds of mediums, like all the delivery of our favorite characters in different mediums and putting them all into one. WizKids, well done, bravo. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the Indigo Tribe ring really quickly, because it is our first actual ring. Here we go. Boom. Take a peek here. Okay. Indigo Tribe ring is a light object. It's indestructible. Equip any. Unequip drop. Effect. Support. If this character can already use support. That makes sense, Indigo Tribe. When they use it, increase the number of clicks healed by 1. Ooh, power. If no construct generated by this character was on your force this turn, generate an Indigo construct that hasn't been generated by this character this game. If this character has a listed keyword, the power effect is activated as free instead. Okay, take a look at the back here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Equip any character in this square or holding this object has power. Equip this object. Okay. When unequipped, place this object in the previously equipped character's square. A character that's equipped by this object can use its effect. Okay, so that's how we're getting all of these constructs. If anybody out there hasn't played during War of Light or hasn't played with the constructs, the power batteries, the rings, all of that stuff, pause this, take a read of it a couple of times. Basically, you have to have this thing equipped to then create constructs of that particular ring's color and alignment. Okay? All right. There we go. Our first ring. Whew! Okay. Our second super rare is up next. This is Fatality. Fatality has a wonderful, wonderful storyline in the comics. She's from a planet called Xanshi. She was a member of royalty. She was sent away to this battle world to be taught to be a warrior. And while she was gone, a Green Lantern completely obliterated the entire world of Xanshi. Okay, in Justice League, Secret Society of Supervillains, Sinestro Corps, Star Sapphires, and Warrior, she has a trait for Hearts Long Lost. When Fatality uses Mystics, after resolutions, modify her attack and defense by +1 until the end of your next turn. Wow! Nothing crueler than a lover spurned. Mind Control. When Fatality uses it, after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to each target missed by Mind Control. And Taste My Spear, which is a special attack power, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Precision Strike, Giant Reach of 2. Still a hunter. Found you. No need for finesse. Trained by the warriors of Okara. On the back here, she has the Mystics team ability, which is very cool. Does not have a Lantern team ability, has Mystics instead. And look at the dial. 12 movement for that charge. She's got her special attack. 3 damage almost all the way down the dial. Very cool. Can be played at 75 or 50. Fatality is a really, really cool character. Yira Sinul. So she got done training at Okara to be this warrior. Xanshi had been destroyed, and she said, look, I'm going to get revenge on the entire Green Lantern Corps. And she killed a number of them. I'm like telling you, straight up killed them. Like, haven't come back. Like, wiped them from the faces of, from the pages of comics for good. She ultimately found out that it was John Stewart that destroyed her word of miscalculation. It's a guilt that he's carried around for a very long time. And she was a lantern hunter for a long time, and she was hunting John Stewart for a long time. She had a huge conflict with Kyle Rayner. When Kyle Rayner, who's my favorite Lantern, because that's when I was reading Lantern books in the 90s, She ended up losing an arm or two. She has cybernetic arms. She's got this crazy spear. And then the Lantern Corps War started. And she had earned a yellow ring, a Sinestro Corps ring. And she was a Yellow Lantern for a little while. But she was able to forgive John Stewart. And she loves her planet, all those people that she loves. She lost. She loves them so much, with so much pain and so much regret for not being there to stop it, that she became a Star Sapphire. And Star Sapphires, they can get to that point where love can be helpful or it can be hurtful. And so she walks that line, and she fits in with them perfectly. So here you go. You've got your Star Sapphire Fatality as a super rare. That is rad. Okay, booster number 2 for today. Let's see who we got. Fatality's whole story. Kyle Rayner, man, I love him. He's such a different Lantern, dude. And the way that he would combat villains, like that was one of the things that really kind of held Fatality back when she was battling him, is because he was such a different guy. Oh my gosh, such a different type of Lantern, like one she'd never experienced before. He got his ring, differently. He used his powers differently. So those books are really cool. Go back and read like that kind of run with Kyle Rayner and Fatality. It's really, really worth it. Okay, next booster. Let's see. We've got Wonder Woman. Is it the same one? No, this is a different Wonder Woman. I think so. Number 44. Yeah, we've got another Wonder Woman here. We've got Robin, of course, the leader of the Teen Titans. Teen Titans, the Titans, the Teen Titans. Teen Titans, the Titans, the Teen Titans. If you haven't seen Teen Titans Go to the movies, it's my favorite Teen Titans Go thing, and it's really, really funny, and it's pretty great. And then we've got a green lasso construct. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Again, the OG Teen Titans, Robin, Starfire. I think Starfire might be my favorite Titan in the cartoons, but then I love Cyborg, and Robin is just, he's so good. Scott Menville as the voice is so good. I mean, it's just Khary Payton, Greg Menville, it's like Scott Menville, Tara Strong. I mean, the voices of all the characters, Hynden Welsh for Starfire, they are just synonymous with these characters forever and always. Amen. They are all so good as these characters. Great Sipes as Beast Boys. So when I see these characters, I hear those voices in my head, and I just get super stoked. I can't help it, no matter what. Big fan. But Teen Titans Go to the movies is so good. So let's start with our Teen Titans, I guess, in this one. First up is Robin. And I know you guys some people might disagree with me with the Teen Titans Go stuff, the Teen Titans OG stuff, but I think it all has merit. I think it's all great in its own way. And I mean, you can't argue with the success of Teen Titans Go. I mean, just massive success. So, Batman family, Gotham City, Teen Titans, Celebrity, and Detective. There's a special damage power. When there's trouble, you know who to call. When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans! Puffy Yumi did the song. So good. Classic. Leadership. Outwit. When Robin uses leadership and succeeds, this turn, when a friendly character uses the Teen Titans team ability, the chosen character heals 2 clicks instead of 1. Motorcycle Monday. Baby hands. Yo, Robin, showing your baby hands. No, Robins are large. That's a huge joke in Teen Titans Go. I love it. I'm the average height for a male of my age. Teen Titans Go, they just make fun of themselves all the time. Look at the back of the card here. Pretty good dial. 50 or 25 points. All right. So for a main member of the Teen Titans here, definitely playable. Has some cool stuff. They all seem to have these Titan traits, I think. Here's Starfire next. We'll just go right into Starfire since we just looked at Robin. Sculpt is great. Got Teen Titans, Celebrity, Cosmic, Ruler, and Warrior. Keywords. Set number 6, Peace and Love. When a friendly character uses the Teen Titans team ability, they may choose all adjacent friendly characters that have Titans instead. And each character heals 1 click and only uses 1 d6 for the roll. Very cool. Okay. So the way the Teen Titans team ability works is if you're adjacent to another Titan, you can use this team ability as a power. Choose an adjacent friendly character that can use the team ability and heal that character 1 click and roll a d6. And if you roll a 1 to 4, the person that was making the action could take a click of damage. But for her, she could heal multiple Teen Titans characters all at once. Oh, I love this. Might fighting be the only path to peace? Friends, no, the competitive game is making you aggressive. I think that's from an episode called Starfire Solves All Violence or something like that. And she's trying to make the Titans a peaceful group. They're trying to make the Titans pacifists. Instead of always using their fists to do everything, she wants them to use their pacifists. And yeah, look at her dial, though. That's great. 2 targets, comes at 75 or 50 points. Running shot, penetrating psychic blast, super senses, which is crazy for her. Very good. I like that dial a lot. I love Starfire and the cartoons. But yeah, she doesn't want them playing video games because she thinks it makes them violent. She doesn't want them doing any number of things because their first reaction to anybody committing a crime is to beat the crap out of them, basically. Okay, let's go with Wonder Woman next. Wonder Woman. Amazon, Justice League, Deity, Future, Soldier. There you go. Diana Prince as well. Golden Lasso. When Wonder Woman hits after resolutions, she may use mind control as free, but only to target a hit character. She has Goddess of War, Blades, Claws, Fangs, and Incapacitate. She has Bracelets of Submission in the defense slot, Energy Shield, Deflection, Invincible, and Super Senses. Flip the card over here. Whoa! Well, that's the beat stick Wonder Woman that I was thinking we were going to get before. Justice League and Wonder Woman ally team abilities. Hypersonic speed for the first 6 clicks. She's 11 clicks long, can be played at 200 or 75. At the 75-point line, she is 6 clicks long. Yeah, she's a pull and play and sealed for sure. I mean, all that hypersonic, all that damage. 4 damage, and then close combat expert on the next couple of clicks. So she could be one-shotting some characters and doing heavy damage to others. Plus, she's got the hypersonic speed. Now, the movement's not high enough that I think maybe she is a definite must-play, but it'd be pretty tough to turn it down in sealed. Okay, Jinx. Jinx has an awesome storyline in Teen Titans over time. She's bad, she becomes good, she has a relationship with one of the Titans that's on and off again, and it's pretty awesome. I love this character in the cartoon. Hive, Teen Titans, and Mystical. Trait, Girls' Night Out, friendly characters with Titans have Mystics. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so they're playing off of the fact that she did at some point turn good. She turned away from the Hive 5 and became a good guy. So even though Teen Titans Go is built for 1 episode consumability, I would say, you know, that's a big thing. Look at that full dial probability control with that damage for only 40 points. Pretty great. I'm going to put her on the villain side just because when she starts out, she's a member of the Hive, but she eventually turns against them and has a relationship with one of the Titans and becomes a good guy. And those episodes are really, really good, actually. I suggest looking those up. She's really great in the book. Okay, the Lasso Construct, last but not least for today. The Lasso Construct has a special attack power, rounding them up. Incapacitate. When Lasso uses it, each opposing character adjacent to the original targets also become targets. Oh, okay, so a little in-cap energy explosion situation. Ties them up all together. There's the construct wording. We've read it on day 1. You can pause it here and read it if you need to. So there we go. Oh, you know what? Actually, go top down again. We'll look at the lasso just by itself, just real quick. There you go, so you can see it. And that is that for the boosters for today. So pulled a ring, pulled a super rare, very eventful day. And now we are going to open this bad boy. Our Play at Home kit, just as promised. Okay, let's see. Where is my box cutter? Again, like, not sure how we're gonna make Shaggy, because usually these play-at-home kits, these characters are very, very playable. So I don't know. What are we gonna end up with Shaggy here right now? Now the play-at-home kits are very cool because you know exactly what you're getting. There's no blind box nature to it, which we all love. But this one, you know what you're getting. So you can figure out whether you want it to get it or not, and then just make that call. Whoa. I'm looking at the first click of this dial here, and would you believe it if I told you he has 9 movement with hypersonic speed, 12 attack with super strength, 19 defense with invincibility, and 4 damage with close combat expert? What is this? Is this when Shaggy gets superpowers? That would be pretty rad if that is the way that they went with this. He is like a super Shaggy situation here. What the heck? That opening click is insane. Does he have it like just for a couple clicks and then becomes like normal Shaggy again? Who knows? Let's take a look at his card in just a second. Now, in this set, you do get a figure, you get a map specifically made for the play-at-home kit, and then, whoa, what the heck is this? We have a different kind of card here. So we've got Shaggy, which we'll look at his card right now, but then we also have, something called a mystery case file card. Okay, we're going to be going into uncharted territory here in just a second, folks. Shaggy, Mystery Inc., Celebrity, Cosmic, Detective, and Mystical, set number 100. Say hi to your friends, punk. Steal energy. If Shaggy KOs 2 or more characters with a single attack, after resolutions, heal him 3 clicks. Okay, hold on. So he's going to be KOing 2 or more. He's got cosmic energy, team ability. This could go 2 ways, punk. 1, you walk away. 2, I walk on your face. Your call. Oh my gosh. Significant appearance is Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Phantosaur. Guys, can't say I ever saw it, but I have to watch it now. Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Phantosaur. He has full dial hypersonic speed, top dial super strength, that special power that comes in the back half of it, full dial invincibility, full dial for only 150 points. 4 damage, 3 damage, 2 damage on the back, close combat expert down the whole thing, 150, 100, or 50-point lines. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have already seen this. Sometimes you already have seen this figure. I hope that you haven't, and I hope that you just are as surprised as I am that this figure exists. I gotta go watch it. Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantosaur. Yeah. What the heck happens? Anybody want to give me a summary in the comments down below? That would be much appreciated because I have no idea how this guy is this powerful. It's Shaggy. Oh man, I'm gonna save you guys the horrible Shaggy impression that I do today. I've hurt you guys enough with it. But let's look at this mystery case file card. Something new. Okay, during force construction, you may include any number of mystery cards on your sideline. All mystery cards are unique. Each mystery card has a list of keywords and a clue effect that allows that card to gain clue tokens. When a clue effect is triggered, place a clue token on that card. If multiple mystery cards have the same named clue effect, you may only place a clue token on one of those cards when that named clue effect is triggered. Each mystery card has effects that may be used while the number of clue tokens on that card is equal to or greater than the number listed in parentheses next to the effect. All clue effects and named effects have sideline active. So first of all, let's see. You can choose any number of mystery cards on your sideline, but we haven't seen any other mystery cards, so how do you get them is my big question to start. On the back here, it looks like it works very much like a title character to me, except for it's sideline active and it's not tied to any specific character. Stakeout, Detective, Mystery Inc., or Teen Titans. So you can use it if you have those keywords on your force, no matter what. Clue effect, let's go. Haha, I see what you did there. Teen Titans, let's go. When a friendly character with a listed keyword hits one or more opposing characters, after resolutions, gain 1 clue token. So when a friendly character with a listed keyword hits one or more opposing characters, a la Shaggy, who has 3 targets, even though he has no range. If you can see that, he's got 3 lightning bolts in there. So he can make close combat attacks versus 3 adjacent characters at once. So really built around this guy. That's really, really cool. Some synergy there with the figure and the card. Suspect, 3 clue tokens. Friendly characters can use stealth and can't be knocked back if they occupy hindering terrain. Case closed, 6 tokens. At the beginning of your turn, choose a friendly character occupying hindering terrain. This turn, the chosen character can use support and regeneration. So you do this clue effect, you throw tokens on the card, you can use these suspect and case closed if you have a certain number of tokens on the card. Very cool. Okay, that's awesome. How do you get them? That's my next question, I gotta say. Okay, last but not least, we've got the map. We've got Robinson Park Outdoor and Danny the Street Outdoor. What? Yes! Okay, Danny the Street is a map. That's awesome. Okay, very cool. I don't know if that's been a map before. I'm not great with all the map names, but the fact that Danny the Street is now a map is so cool. Okay, so Danny the Street is he's a living he's a living street. He's an entity, but he's like in a pocket dimension. Like the street can go anywhere. He can like move all over the place. Man, I don't know. I'm telling you guys, Grant Morrison does some weird stuff. Weird stuff. And Danny the Street is one of the weirdest things. He's a little more digestible in Gerard Way's version of Danny the Street because Danny the Street made himself into an ambulance. And then they drive around Danny the ambulance all the time. But he is a reality warping, reality creating entity who was in the form of a street, could move around. I kind of always likened him to, yeah, we about to get real nerdy up in here. Real nerdy up in here. I always kind of likened him to like Dragonlance. You know, if you needed to find the Tower of Magic, you couldn't, like nobody knew where the thing was. You just had to go until you found it. And if it wanted you to find it, like you could find it. But if it didn't, like it was like impossible for you to find. It's the same thing with like Danny the Street. Kind of like the way you get a hold of him or attack him or take control of him, like you've got to jump through so many hoops to do it. And people have done it before in the books, but Danny the Street's very awesome. Anyway, go read Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol, read Gerard Way's Doom Patrol. That does it for today, for day 3. What a fun day. Danny the Street is a map. Holy crap, we got a ring today. We got another super rare today. We got a mystery case file card. Had no idea that was coming. How do you get more of them? I'm very excited about this set. I'm super amped up now. I love all this stuff. There's something for everybody, I feel like, in this set at this point. Even if you're not a fan of the cartoons, even if you are only a comic book fan, some of these, but you're a HeroClix player, some of these characters are really, really playable. That Batgirl, for me, for sure, and that Wonder Woman beat stick and a sealed tournament. I mean, there is really something for everybody in this set. I'm having a blast. I hope you are too. Tell me in the comments below what character you are hoping to see and what media they are from. What character? Do you want a comic character? Do you want a TV show character? Do you want a live action show character? Do you want more of the Doom Patrol from HBO Max? Tell me in the comments below what you're hoping for in the final couple of days of this set because it's really wide open. I mean, do we get Danny the Ambulance? Are we gonna get the Mystery Mobile? Is that possible to maybe get? Like, could we get a vehicle in this set? I have no idea. But we got a ring, we got constructs, we got everything. So who do you want to see? Tell me in the comments below and tell me why. While you're down there, hit like, subscribe to WizKids channel for more awesome HeroClix content. Want to say thank you to HeroClix for sending this stuff my way to share with you guys. Want to thank Hyper RPG. Make sure you check them out on Twitch and on YouTube for hosting me for this unboxing series and making me feel like a professional. We got Joe on the 1s and 2s in the back. Thank you so much, everybody. Give claps down in the comments for the producer today. And just wanted to say, thank you again to all the comic shops and gaming stores that have kept HeroClix alive over the years. Hopefully we continue to grow this thing and we play it until my son, who is currently 7, can sit across from me in a couple of years and play this awesome game in person. That is the coolest thing. I know there are some father and son or mother and daughter duos out there playing HeroClix, or mother and son or father and daughter, whatever. There are generational players of this game at this point, and I want to keep this thing going. So thank you to those stores for helping us out. The pre-release, December 28th. The official set release, January 11th. Calls those shops. Get your orders in. Make sure you get this in your hands as soon as you can. Happy holidays to everybody out there. This was Wednesday. We got 2 days left. We're going to look at this thing tomorrow. We're going to look at the Legacy cards on Friday. And yeah, we've got 4 more boosters to go. So I can't wait to see what's in them, and I can't wait to share all this stuff with you guys over the final 2 days of the unboxing series. But until I do, may all your rolls, say it with me, be critical hits. Peace.